Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in again. This is the first video I'm doing in a new section on the channel where I'm going to try and review some games. The first game I'm starting off with is Arcade Racing Legends for the Sega Dreamcast. Or Arcade Racing Legends for the Sega Dreamcast, whichever way you want to say it. It's been released in 2020, over 20 years after the machine disappeared, unfortunately. What a beautiful thing it was. You know, I love the Dreamcast. Stop it! Stop chasing me! Okay, I'll unwrap it and play it. Get out of my head, Dreamcast. Okay, so let's open it up, see what we get inside. We'll have a quick look at this and see what we think at the end. Right, so how would you get inside? Let's see, this way. Oh god, it's been so long since I've played a Dreamcast game. That felt so cool. It took me all the way back. Standing outside game on a Power Stone or something like that. And you go, way! Remember how difficult these cases are to open, man. Well, these open differently. What? Whoa! I can't open it. Help! Oh, it felt so good peeling the shrink wrap off. Okay, let's get in. A little different to your standard PAL cases. But it was a very long time ago. So there we go, there's a game. Which will pop out soon and drop in the Dreamcast. Don't get any sort of manual in there with it. Wow, these boxes are slightly different. There we go. Certificate of Authenticity. Excuse me, Certificate of Authenticity without a frog in your throat. There we go. A little instruction manual. It's nice to see a manual in the box. There we go. Go, stop, change view, rear view mirror, everything you need, in every language you need. Cool. So yeah, let's get the disc in and see what we think. Pop you away. By the way, I am number 143 of 3,000, so I wonder if there's still a few copies left. Get hold of this, guys, if you collect for Dreamcast. You don't look like there's going to be many. So here we go. Let's go. Disc out into Dreamcast. Arcade Racing Legends for the Dreamcast. Right, where do we start? Well, basically start off with arcade mode, shall we? Which is the first mode that you get in the game. Straight up complete a race in first place to unlock the next race, and so on and so on. For the 6 tracks, you've got desert, forest, beach, city night, Arctic and submarine. And then I'm assuming there's a hidden track on there, because on the back of the box it does say there's 7. I didn't find the 7th track, but it was pretty fun all the same. I must say though, the handling of the game takes quite a bit of getting used to. You tend to have to turn into the corners really heavy, and you're reliant more on sort of that than you are drifting or braking, from what I could find. If you struggle with the controls initially, because it does feel a little like the car sort of turns on the spot, play with the tuning in the garage, find the nice pitch for you, and then the game is lovely to play once you've found your sweet spot there. You've got your time attack mode as well, which is sort of your basic time attack. Does exactly what it says on the tin. Race against your own times. You can choose the amount of laps you want to do. There's no ghost mode to be up against though, so it's just purely you against your time. So it's great for testing tunes out of cars, or just testing other cars out before you play the career mode or arcade mode. The career mode itself can drive you a little bit crazy. I mean, you've got your standard beat the lap in the fastest time, which is your usual sort of thing in these racing games, but the other mode that I found quite difficult in the career was the one where you have to sort of not hit the walls on the way around the track. It's one hit and that's it, back to the beginning, you've got to start again. It's quite unforgiving in that sense, and I gave up a few challenges in just to move on to the next part of the game. But I mean, it is a very, very challenging mode, so it'll keep you occupied for quite a while. Whilst playing it, Unfortunately, I think the game crashed on me once, but in 6 hours of solid play, it only crashed on me once. The screen froze and you got sort of a little tear in the middle, but you could hear the game continuing to play in the background, so obviously it was just only a video thing. But resetting the Dreamcast resolved the problem. Only one crash was acceptable in my eyes, because a lot of Dreamcast games tended to, a lot of games of that era on any console tended to crash a lot. The sound of the game is pretty decent. You've got your sort of usual car engine affair, noises going off and sort of bangs when you hit on the walls and that. When you get up to high revs, it's a little annoying, because that noise is just there, but you get that on a lot of racing games. But you can drown that out with the excellent soundtrack just by turning the music volume up. The soundtrack does remind you of all those sort of games from the 90s that you enjoy, your Daytonas, your Sega Rallies, Ridge Racers, even a couple of them that reminded me of playing like games like Wipeout and stuff. So the soundtrack is really bang on with it. If you ask me, if you're in for that nostalgia trip, you will enjoy that. Overall, for the price, I mean, it's an excellent package. There's plenty to do. The game is only limited to 3,000 copies though, so I mean, if you want to try this out, I'd strike while the iron's hot. The game's only just come out not long ago, so there may be a few copies left floating around. Definitely worth trying it, definitely worth buying if you're a Dreamcast collector, to be fair. It's gone straight on my shelf with all the other JoshProd games that I bought over the years. So all in all, I think Arcade Racing Legends is a bang on game. For the money and for the value that you get in there, and the gameplay, once you're used to the very unique style of handling, is fantastic, highly rated. And I'd get this while you can, because the price will only go up once this goes out of print. 2, 1. So all left to say is thanks for watching. If you did like that, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and share the video where you can. I'm going to do some more reviews pretty soon for some retro consoles, so please look out for that, and thanks again for watching. See you next time. 3, 2